Moin Leute, Kopik here. I really hope you enjoyed the intro because I put a lot of effort into that. Tell me what you think, and alright, let's get started. So today I'm gonna introduce my first series, which is gonna be called Pack Check. And basically what that means is we take a look at newly released packs, those usual ones that stay in the shop for like 2 days. And I'm going to rank them on a scale from 1 to 10 and also show you the best and also the worst cards, so you can make a more informed decision on if to buy that pack or not. And that also counts for offers like this one. Alright, so let's get right started with taking a look at this first offer, which is the Ultra USA bundle. So should you pick this one up? Also, before starting, I should say that this is all my opinion, so don't get offended if you think a pack is worth more than I believe. It's just my opinion, so if you want to buy it, just buy it. So this first pack, Ultra USA bundle, you basically get a USA carbon fiber and a free auto rare, or I shouldn't say free because it literally costs 400 gold, but this looks pretty good, right? It's a pack with 2 ultras instead of 1 for 2000 gold. Your normal carbon would cost 1600 for USA and 1500 for normal carbon. So this, you should just buy this pack if you are in desperate need of ultra rare issues for the finals, for example, or if you need this car because it's actually really decent car. It's medium ground clearance and you can get a lot of value out of that, especially in clubs. So now let's take a look at the big boy over here. This is the Roadster pack for today's event. Also guys, I'm sorry if there are a few cuts throughout the video, but I'm still figuring stuff out and I want to give you guys the best experience possible, but I also want to produce videos, so I'm not gonna just, I don't know, re-film everything all the time. So if I think I have to change anything, I will do cut and change it. For example, I implemented the cursor now so you can see it, and you should also be able to see where I actually press. So tell me what you think about that. I think it's pretty good, but I don't know, just criticize me about everything and tell me what to do better in my future uploads. So yeah, let's actually take a look at this pack now. So first of all, it's Roadster Collection tags, non-price cars obviously, and all cars. So we're only gonna take a look at the ultras because all these super rares are really good, so you can't go wrong on any of these. And for the ultras and above, I've actually wishlisted the cars that are really good and you should have multiple copies of. That doesn't mean that the other ones are bad, but the wishlisted ones are the very best. So these ones are the reason for why you should open this pack. So first of all, the Lotus Elise, obviously campaign car, really good to have multiple ones. All these other ones pretty mediocre. The Atom, it may be controversial, but it's also mediocre because the Elise just has better stats. 7270, one of the best rear-wheel drive ultras in the game. Must-have car and multiple ones. This one's also really good. The Vauxhall is really good. The Lotus is amazing. Make sure you have 5-6 of those. Yeah, and Aston Martin, really good, especially because of the year, the decade, 1950s, and yeah, it has pretty good MRA, really lightweight, great handling as well, so keep multiple of those. Suzuki C2, also great car, one of the best cars in the new JPT, or in the newest update, JPT. so that one is a no-brainer to have. The Dodge Viper RT10 isn't the greatest car on itself, but because it's from the 90s, it basically makes up for that. I mean, you could also argue for the roof over here, but I found myself using this one a lot more. The TVR, fantastic, ultra rare dragster. Make sure to get at least one of those. So in regards of the ultras, you have some really strong cars in here. The 770, 340R, C2, Tamora. Those are great, amazing cars. So if you don't have any of those, yeah, take a shot at the pack and open a few. But now let's move into the epic realm, and as you can see, every time you can see the Chevrolet Mirai, man, it's a good pack. Yeah, that car is so good. You want to have, if you already have this one, congrats. I have not been able to get one myself yet. I mean, just look at this, 4086 4-wheel drive, 65 RQ. And the 7420, which is also a great car, 3885, but not 4-wheel drive, and 3 more RQ. Yeah, that Mirai is amazing. Alright, so the 7420 is also really good. Used to be RQ69, which went pretty well with the 420, but that's in the past, unfortunately. Now these other ones are pretty mediocre. This one's decent, but it's lightweight, but that 0 to 60 is just not that good. And also the handling is, there are better ones. This one's actually quite good dragster, but yeah, there are better ones, even in this pack. CSR, obviously amazing for the finals. Really lightweight, great handling, amazing 0 to 60. So moving on, Jaguar XJ13. That's a great decade, it's really old, great car. The Lamborghini over here is really good, the KTM is really good. Viper is also decent, but it's not wishlist worthy. In my opinion at least. The reason for this Lambo being on the wishlist and this Viper not being on the wishlist, even though they have almost the same stats, is because there are so few Italian rear-wheel drive cars, and there are just a lot of Dodge Vipers with a few more RQ that just speed it everywhere. There's a 78 Lamborghini, but this one is just, you can get a lot of value out of this because there are fewer rear-wheel drive Italian cars. Okay, the Spiker is also, it's really strong, amazing MRA 332 this one. Great German car, the roof over here. Caterham JPE. Man, this car gets me so much value. I love it. Especially because it's from the 90s. It's really lightweight at 530 kgs. Yeah, the Lotus 211. Also amazing car, hits 100 handling. KTMs, all the KTMs in this game are amazing. Now the reason for this donk not being on the wishlist, but this one being on the wishlist is because I have both of them maxed 233, but I don't know, this one doesn't win a single track set, and I haven't figured out yet why they are in the same RQ. The Corvette Grand Sport is amazing. Volkswagen W12 is decent, especially for German events, but not across the board. It loses against the Lotus in pretty much everything, except the drags maybe. Lotus, with that being said, is on the wishlist as well, because it's just a great twisty car. Now the worst epping in this pack is probably the Diablo VT Roadster. I mean, it has seen some finals, but on itself it's a crappy car. Yeah, and these other ones, the best ones out of the higher Q epics are the Tuscan race car, KTM again, and the CC100 Speedster. Now these other three, they're also decent, but there's a better. The other i8 is a bit better, and the SOS and the SLR are just they're good, but there are a lot of other cars in these packs that beat them. So they have no tracks that they are best at in the Epic realm. Okay. So with regards to epics, some amazing ones, some pretty crappy ones, but all in all, you get a lot of good epics out of this pack, so that's a big plus point. Now let's get to the legendaries. Now the legendaries are a bit different because you have a lot of RQ80 legendaries over here, and all of these are not that great. I mean, you can make a case for these aerials, but all in all, they all lose against this Caterham over here, which is wishlisted. And yeah, that goes for all these other cars as well. These Lambos over here, they're all terrible. Even these higher Q ones. I mean, their RQ is just way too high for their performance because, yeah, I mean, four-wheel drive. Even Blossom always says this. It's not. It's just the RQ is so inflated on these. So yeah, I mean, be happy if you get one of these. it's a 95 RQ car, but it's there are definitely better ones out there. And with that being said, the Pagani is on the wish list. Ariel, this one's really good because it's the best Ariel, I believe, the best packable Ariel. This Nissan is on the wish list because it has a great year and amazing MRA, and yeah, it's a really good car. This is the best Lotus in the game. Wish I had that one. The Peugeot X1, great car. You have to max this one to really get much value out of it because you want to have more handling on it. And these other ones, the Donkerrod obviously loses against this one in every track set, I believe, but it's still so good, so I had to wishlist it. This one's amazing. This one's really good as well, and you know, the real reason for why you should actually buy this pack is not the legendaries or the epics or the ultra rares. It's because of this car. Yeah, I've skipped it intentionally because the Caterham Superlight is one of, if not the best car in the game, because it's so easy to upgrade. It's so much value for its cost, basically, to upgrade, because it's an epic. It's the second best slalom car in the game, and yeah, I mean, the odds are not super amazing. There are quite a few epics, but if you have a shot at the Caterham Superlight, the pack is almost always worth it. And yeah, with that being said, I rate this pack an 8.5 out of 10, because even though you have a lot of great epics and a lot of great ultra rares, there are quite a few legendaries that just don't quite hit the mark. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and comment down below if you want to see more of these. Yeah, I'll see you soon, and bye bye.